Hello and welcome to Random Adventure. Today we are exploring the islands of the Pacific Ocean and we are in the Federated States of Micronesia on the capital island of Pohnpei, diving out of Colonia and headed to Manta Road. This will be our first dive of day 2 and we begin that day at the Pohnpei Dive and Surf Club docks in Colonia Harbor. We will load aboard their 2 boats, single hull, double engine, with enough tanks for us all to do 3 dives. We will head north from the Colonia Harbor around the airport and to the eastern side of the lagoon, almost to the reef, where there is an underwater nozzle that creates current conditions for the mantas to eat at Manta Road. Come and join, it's gonna be fun. Coming out of the commercial harbor, you will see a number of commercial fishing boats that are in for various reasons. They are both Chinese and American, as well as other nationalities. The Pohnpei Surf and Dive Club boats do have a couple of neat platforms for you to experience as they vector along out into the dive sites. Once there, our dive guide Mike went ahead and checked the water for us, and then it was time to dive in and drop on down to Manta Road. As you'll see throughout the video, there is an extremely high current, so we actually had to use the mooring line to get down to the area. Here you can actually see that there is a 30-foot rope of about 1 inch diameter that spans the width of the valley that Manta Road is in, and that allows you spots to hold on as the current goes past you. That current is bringing in nutrients and plankton that the mantas love to eat. And so they are coming here and they are just going to coast in the current and allow that flow of water to bring all the plankton to them as they eat away. While we did see a number of small cleaner fish, some of the mantas like this one actually had an attached remora that was performing the cleaning functions as it ate, which was amazing to see how they had been incorporated into their daily life. It is interesting to see this group of 4 mantas where one is sitting in the optimum location and floating along but breaking the current, and to see the others flying behind it like birds in the air, where they are all getting fed and they are all working together to stay in roughly the same spot as the conveyor of the current brings plankton to them. While this area had a high current, it is a conscious effort to hold on at times and to keep yourself low. We had the first opportunity for 2 of our younger members to go ahead and use reef hooks. They felt like it was a lot of fun to ride it like they were in the movie Dune, and so they ended up sitting here like this and having an absolute blast. Bringing a reef hook to Manta Road is highly recommended and can make your life a lot easier if you're going to be here a number of times. As we were sitting there, we'd have moments when there were no mantas around. However, we did tend to have mantas that circled. So 1 or 2 would stay in that flow spot between the ridge and the coral head, and then they would be kicked out and they would come overhead, sweeping past everyone. And then they would head back to that same spot and catch the current again until either something spooked them or they decided to take a break, at which time they'd once again come out and circle over the sandy area. So this provided us a lot of opportunities to see mantas not only flying in one spot, but also flying over our heads. There were a number of times where we did not see any manta for a couple minutes, but soon enough they would come and play in our bubbles, and then they would be back into that spot of the conveyor belt of the current, taking in plankton. While there are a number of locations in the world where you can see reef manta like this, we have a unique opportunity as there are only 3 places in the world where they have an inbred genetic trait called black morph. These black beauty mantas have a underside that is black with white spots as compared to the normal white with black spots. And so it is an amazing opportunity to see this unique type of manta here in Pohnpei, as between 35 and 40% of all mantas here are that type. And so it was such a great opportunity to see these black beauties here in Pohnpei. While we were in Pohnpei, where is there a better spot to have a birthday than underwater? And so we were celebrating during this and having a great time seeing mantas on a birthday. Following our birthday celebration, we headed up to our safety stop. Due to the current, we actually had to hang on to the mooring line to prevent ourselves from being taken away from the boat. However, while we were there, we kept looking down, and yet another manta came by and visited Manta Road. This area is just flush with mantas, and it was so amazing every time. Then it was time to come back to the surface and start our surface interval. Our second dive of day 2 is going to be the Aru Wall. This is a short distance away to the south in the general vicinity of Valley of the Nudibranch, and it is an amazing wall. But during our surface interval, we took the opportunity to explore, swim, and jump off the boat because we had the time. It was a great dive. We loved the mantas, and it was a blast. We hope you enjoyed the video. We loved the dive, and we will see you on the next one.